We're going to roll three stories into one today. We're going to touch on LeBron James and Enes Kanter. We're going to get to ESPN's response, or should I say, lack of response, to Jalen Rose showing off his ignorance on Friday night. All of these stories deal with hypocrisy. One of them is just outright arrogance. Someone who thinks that she is a bigger deal than she actually is. And I'm talking about Michelle Beadle. I don't have anything against Michelle Beadle personally, but she is not someone I'm going to listen to for an opinion on anything that is sports related. We see certain women complain all the time about the mistreatment of women in sports media. This is a male dominated industry. It's not fair to women. There's that word again, fair. The reality is, sports media is more than fair to women. There are very few jobs in this country where you can make millions of dollars and not have any semblance of talent. Where you can make millions of dollars and know nothing about the sports that you're covering. There are women in sports media that are and should be respected. Doris Burke, Linda Cohn, Erin Andrews, Samantha Ponder, Cynthia Freeland on NFL Network. Then you have women that were hired and promoted by their networks based solely on their appearance. Katie Nolan, Michelle Beadle. There is a reason the women that I mentioned who are respected in sports media have career longevity. They have talent. They're not just a pretty face on your television screen. Erin Andrews is a beautiful woman, but she brings something to the table other than just a pretty face. A pretty face can only get you so far. Eventually, you're going to have to prove your acumen. If you're not bringing value, you are not going to have a long career. Michelle Beadle might be a talented television host, but what value does she bring to sports? This is the same woman who went on the air at ESPN, a network that used to be all about sports, and she said that she doesn't watch college football or the NFL. If that's the case, then you're in the wrong industry. If you don't watch sports, go host The Bachelorette or Dancing with the Stars. Michelle Beadle is hosting something now. She made her big return this week, hosting a podcast for The Athletic. I wouldn't get too comfortable if I were Michelle Beadle. There have been rumors for months now that The Athletic is on the brink of bankruptcy. They've been trying to find a buyer for the site. No one's interested. Paul Pierce was the first guest on this new show called What Did I Miss? I don't know what the hell you missed, Michelle Beadle, but I can tell you this, we didn't miss you. Paul Pierce brought up an old rumor that LeBron James tried to get Michelle Beadle fired from ESPN 10 years ago. She made fun of the decision and she claimed it pissed off LeBron James so bad that he reached out to executives at ESPN to get her fired. Does anyone believe that shit? You want me to believe that LeBron James was so hurt by a skit Michelle Beadle did, making fun of him, that he contacted ESPN to get her fired? Skip Bayless has made a career of criticizing LeBron James. There are many powerful media figures that constantly critique LeBron James, and you want me to believe the one that got to him the most was Michelle Beadle? The one who has the talent of a Beadle? I'm not buying it. This is complete bullshit and complete arrogance. This is an example of someone who was hired based off of looks alone, someone who doesn't have the talent to be in the industry, someone who thinks they are more important than they really are. Now, speaking of LeBron James, he finally broke his silence on Enes Kanter Friday night. Enes Kanter has been blasting the NBA, Nike, LeBron James for over a month now. There has been no response from any of the three until Friday night, and the response was weak. Why do you think Nike, LeBron, the NBA have been silent with all of these facts from Enes Kanter? Because they know he's right. When someone is right, you can't debate them on the facts of the situation. So what do? You open up the social justice playbook and you follow step one. You attempt to discredit them. That's what LeBron James tried to do Friday night. After the game between the Lakers and the Celtics, LeBron was asked about Enes Kanter. Here is his response. Quote, I don't give too many people my energy. He is definitely not someone I would give my energy to. He's trying to use my name to create an opportunity for himself. I definitely won't comment too much on that. He's always had a word or two to say in my direction. And as a man, if you've got an issue with somebody, you really come up to him. He had his opportunity tonight. I saw him in the hallway and he walked right by me. End quote. I don't give too many people my energy. Really? Since when has LeBron James passed on an opportunity to insert his opinion into anything political? He sure as hell gave Kyle Rittenhouse his energy. Remember that cop last year that saved the life of a black teenage girl? She was in a fight with another young black female. That girl had a knife, was trying to kill her, and the cop saved the other girl's life. LeBron gave that cop his energy, plenty of his energy, accused him of being racist for saving a black life. I thought Black Lives Matter. Donald Trump sure received a lot of LeBron's energy, but when it comes to Enes Kanter, LeBron can't find the energy to be interested. Why? I told you earlier, he knows Enes Kanter is right. LeBron James claims Enes Kanter had the opportunity to confront him in the hallway of the arena. Sherrod Blakely, a social justice warrior who covers the Celtics for NBC, he tweeted Friday night before the game that Enes Kanter has been criticizing LeBron, and he just walked right past him on the court pre-game. He called the situation awkward, but he spelled it ACKWARD. Awkward. Awkward. I guess journalists are just making up words now. The insinuation here is Enes Kanter's not man enough to confront LeBron James face to face. The truth is, LeBron does not want that confrontation, at least not publicly. That's why he's saying, approach me in the hallway, approach me away from all these cameras. Why the sudden interest in keeping this from the public eye? LeBron has no problem calling out people publicly. I don't remember him approaching Daryl Morey privately back in 2019 when he was supporting Hong Kong. What did LeBron do? Ran straight to the media to criticize him. Daryl Morey's uninformed. He's not educated on China like I am. Translation: Daryl Morey doesn't understand how much money we make in China and needs to shut the hell up. When social justice warriors are confronted with the truth, their first instinct is to run. LeBron says, as a man, if he has a problem with someone, he approaches them man to man. Interesting. Who won the NBA title in 2020? Wasn't it the Los Angeles Lakers? Pretty sure LeBron James was the captain of that team. Who was president in 2020? Pretty confident it was Donald Trump. LeBron James spent 4, maybe 5 years talking shit about Donald Trump on Twitter. When you win a title in sports, you take a trip to the White House to meet the president. Now let's look at this situation from LeBron's own logic. He has a multitude of issues with Donald Trump. He spent years using his Twitter fingers to call him out. He had the opportunity to confront him face to face, and he passed on that opportunity. But when it comes to Enes Kanter criticizing LeBron James publicly, LeBron expects to be approached privately, away from the cameras. Do you see the hypocrisy? And speaking of hypocrisy, ESPN is doing their best to bury this Jalen Rose story. If you don't know what happened Friday night, check out the video I uploaded yesterday. Outkick reached out to ESPN for a comment on what happened Friday night. You know, Jalen Rose saying cops killed Jacob Blake when the dude is clearly alive. Outkick asked ESPN their thoughts on the situation. ESPN declined to comment. Why? This is the same network that rushes to judgment anytime something happens that fits their narrative. Why are they running away from this story? Because Jalen Rose's comments Friday night were prepared remarks. This was not an oops. This wasn't a mistake. Jalen Rose was told what to say. He was told to say that. This is not the first time ESPN has pushed misinformation regarding Jacob Blake. They've lied 3, 4, maybe 5 times about it, claiming Jacob Blake was unarmed when cops shot him. He was an innocent black man gunned down by evil white cops. Jacob Blake has even admitted that he was going for a knife. ESPN doesn't give a shit. We never let facts get in the way of the narrative. Jalen Rose, You're being used, dude. Your network sets you up. Now, granted, you should be smart enough to realize that Jacob Blake is alive, and maybe he did. Maybe Jalen Rose just doesn't give a shit that he looks like a dumbass on national television. Money makes people do strange things, but ESPN declining to comment is telling. Hell, they're pretending like this didn't even happen. I told all three of these stories together because it clearly outlines the hypocrisy and the arrogance of the woke. Truth is a foreign concept to these people. They think you are stupid. They think if we say it, they will believe it. They're completely out of touch with reality. That's why ratings for ESPN continue to plummet. ESPN has zero credibility. LeBron James, zero credibility. NBA, zero credibility. They cannot get rid of Enes Kanter quickly enough, but he is not going away. The woke media is doing their best to discredit him, but it's not working. People understand China is evil. You notice LeBron didn't say anything Friday night in regards to China. He said nothing to refute Enes Kanter's accusations. Where was the follow-up questions from the media? Where was the reporter pushing for LeBron to answer the question that was asked? No, I don't know. All right, I got to get out of here. Enjoy your NFL Sunday today. Let me know what you guys think of the hypocrisy this weekend in the NBA. Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, KC_BTL84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys tomorrow.